Hi guys, today I want to walk you through a prop inspection and a prop shaft inspection. I typically do this a couple times of the year for a few different reasons. Number one is starting with the prop, just a visual inspection to make sure that it's in good serviceable condition, that there isn't any damage. And then for the prop shaft, to kind of take a look to see if there's any fishing line or other debris that got underneath the prop. Materials like fishing line can actually compromise the seal that holds your lower unit, a lubricant in there, as well as keep water out. Let's start simply by taking a look at the prop. This is a stainless steel prop, and as I spin it, I'm just looking at these blades here for any nicks or cuts. If I had an aluminum prop, I'm looking for any kind of warping of those prop blades, any nicks or cuts. And oftentimes when you drive the boat, you'll feel vibration and shaking that comes from a damaged prop. This one's in great shape. We haven't had any impacts or contact with the bottom over the course of the boating season, so no issue there. The supplies for removing the prop vary based on prop or outboard. This one happens to be an 1 1/16 inch prop nut, and I'm just going to use a prop stop. This simply slides on here, and a piece of wood works just fine for this as well, but the purpose here is when I loosen up this prop nut, it stops that prop from rotating. So we got that on. I'm going to simply put on the prop wrench. And you could use an impact, you could use a standard wrench driver for this. All right, and once I get past that rubber lock washer on the inside, I'll just hand loosen it. When you remove the internal components of the prop, just take them off and organize them in a manner in which you can remember how they go back on. So my prop was on the outside. I'm going to start here. I have 3 different washers that go on in a specific order. So I'm going to then lay those out in an order so I can recall which way they go back on. Another handy tip there is just to simply take a picture for visual reference. And then I'm going to slide that prop off. Take a quick look on the underside here. Now this is my prop hub. It's in good condition. And then now I'll usually start out with a rag just to give the prop shaft a quick wipe off. And then I'm just looking at the prop shaft for any damage that may have happened through an impact with the bottom. Your prop hub will usually protect the prop shaft from that. And then fishing line. That is a major culprit of damage. If it can get up into the seal here, it is a source for compromising that seal. Take a look at the threads. Looks good. Now before I reinstall, I'm going to want to just re-grease this prop shaft. And I use a 2,4-C grease made by Mercury Marine. And I'll typically start by applying a bead where that thrust washer gets reinstalled. And now I like to just run grease up and down these prop shaft splines like this. All right, now simply reinstall the prop in the order in which you removed the prop and the components. And with the prop nut, I'm just going to start by hand tightening. Switch the prop block or my wood block over to the other side now, being that I'm tightening. There we go, and that concludes the process. It's that easy. And another thing I recommend is actually carrying a prop stop as well as a prop wrench in your boat. Plastic ones like this are easily stowable, and that concludes the process.